Today we're going to take you on a resort tour here at the Swan and Dolphin, and this is actually the Dolphin side of the hotel. And we're just going to take you around, show you the layout, show you where everything is, show you some of the different offerings, the different amenities that this resort has for the guests. So come with us and check it out. Alright, as I said, we are here at Walt Disney World's Dolphin Resort, and as you can see here, we are at the main entrance. And off to your left, we see valet parking, so if you need that service, that's where that is located. But as we come in to the front, you can just see how beautiful this resort is. There's a lot beautiful architecture and just a really neat design overall, very unique from other resorts around the area. It's definitely a very big lobby. There's a lot to see, so we want to walk around each section, and I'm going to kind of show you each part of the lobby so you kind of know where you're going. Well, as we come up here, again, just want to scan around so you can see where the entrance is, and then over here to the left is Bell Services. Obviously, this is where you can drop off your luggage while you're waiting for your room, or have your luggage transferred. This is, of course, the front desk area for you to check in. If you have the Marriott app, you can actually check in there, and I think you can access your hotel room right from your phone. As we make our way around the corner here, I wanted to specifically point out the concierge desk, and this is going to be a nice area for you to get general guest assistance, if you need directions or local info or amenities or making dining reservations at the Swan and Dolphin Resort. That's where you want to go. Here we have the conference center. This is where you're going to be able to book different spaces if you have like a convention or a special event like a wedding or anniversary, what have you. As we head back here to the main part of the lobby, again, just kind of want to scan around and give you a quick look. That's front desk. Coming back around here, we have guest services. This is where you can obviously purchase your tickets for going to Disney, and these, I believe, are Disney cast members that can help you more specifically with some of the planning that you may need for like your lightning lane passes or stuff with your Magic Band. You should be able to get more assistance with the Disney side of things. Again, as I said, it's a really big hotel, really big resort. There's a lot of different sections that have different elevators. You're going to need to figure out which side of the hotel your room is on so you don't get lost. Honestly, the first time that we were here, it was kind of disorienting. It took me quite a long time to sort out where everything was, which is not very typical for me. Usually I get my bearings pretty quickly, but this hotel took me some time. Over here we have the spa, which obviously if that's a service that you want, they have a variety of different options that you can get and check out. Over here you see that they have Shoeless Steakhouse, but it's actually been replaced since we've been there. I guess it's now called Bourbon Steak, and it's a more upscale restaurant. We've never actually eaten there, but apparently they've got some pretty amazing beef options and seafood, and they've got some pretty interesting cocktails and desserts from what I understand. And just kind of coming back around the lobby, you see how big this place actually is. Again, another section where they have some more elevators. And kind of through here, as you saw up on the signs, is going to be where you're going to be able to find the gift shops that they have here. Again, this is located in the west elevator section. But we got Disney gifts and sundries. It's got all the basic Disney merchandise you could want. Obviously you got some mini ears. Got some candies, some Loungefly backpacks, all the kinds of different shirts and apparel that you could want. I mean, it's not a huge store, but they definitely have a pretty good selection of merchandise. You've got your Disney toys, plushes. Of course, you got your Disney mugs and cups and water bottles, and they got some games and stuff, some notebooks, even some luggage. Of course, they've got all kinds of Disney pins, as you can see here, and some magic bands. Again, nothing too crazy, but a decent amount of merchandise. You just got some more shirts and clothes over here, but definitely some nice stuff. And again, this is going to change just when Disney changes out their merchandise. It will change here at the Dolphin as well. But just a quick scan of everything here. Again, a lot of nice stuff. Just kind of depends on what you want. And then coming over here to Resort Essentials, this is a much more basic store. I mean, it's non-Disney stuff, so if you happen to come here and you need a specific hat, or again other types of clothes or swimsuit or whatnot that you like, obviously they have that here. They've got all sorts of other things. Again, it's called Resort Essentials for a reason. Just almost any little thing that you might need: sunglasses, sunscreen, some medication, I think they maybe even have like diapers and stuff if you forget, that kind of thing. But it's super convenient, especially if you forgot something on your trip, or you just needed a little extra something, and they've got all sorts of different stuff here that you can check out. Nice little store. It feels a little cramped. It was a little tight as I was kind of walking through, but again, got a lot of nice merchandise here. And then straight ahead is out to the main lobby. But this is fuel. This is kind of the quick service for this hotel. As you can see, you got some snack, grab-and-go items. Thought this was pretty cool. Mike Wazowski from Monsters, Inc. Got some candy and some candy bars and other sweet treats there. As you can see, you got your cold beverages, you got a soda machine there for you, and again some more kind of grab-and-go items. Got lots of things to choose from here. They're going to serve breakfast pretty regularly. Again, these aren't going to be anything crazy, just kind of grab-and-go. You got some sandwiches, some fruit. Then you've got some options for pizza. Looks like they really only have 2 options for that: cheese and pepperoni. Then you've got other pastries and desserts and things that you can purchase, of course, and some coffee and tea. And it's definitely a nice area, though. Just nice, clean space, spread out. That's decent seating. Again, just some more grab and go items. Maybe you want it for the park or just for your room. Got a decent variety of things, some cereal and some other things that you or your kids may want or need. It's just really nice. As you can see, you got some seating area here. And you got some frozen yogurt. But yeah, it's just a really great little grab and go spot. From what I understand, it's open from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. So you should be able to come here and during that time, obviously, and get whatever it is that you need for your day. They've got some silverware and some napkins, some condiments, and things that you're going to need for all your food. It's perfect if you're heading to the parks early or want a late night snack. It's just nice to have that option and have that available. Well, here we are again. As we've made our way around, we're right back in the middle of the lobby. Like I said, it's very pretty in here. It's such a cool space. As you can see, this amazing fountain. It's a really cool centerpiece. There's a lot of seating in here. It's just really nice. It doesn't seem crowded. I mean, when we came, there was quite a few people here, but again, there's tons of seating, tons of space to spread out, so you don't really feel like you're on top of each other. And then over here we have the lobby bar. Again, it's a nice place if you want to get a cocktail or just sit and unwind. Just overall, the lobby is just a nice spot to pause and to take in the surroundings, to just sit and relax for a minute and just kind of enjoy being at the resort. And coming downstairs here, I wanted to check out some more of the dining options. First up, we have Blue Zoo. This is a seafood restaurant. It's fairly modern and upscale, and dinner typically runs, I believe, from 5 to 11 p.m. This would be a restaurant that, you want to make a dining reservation just to plan ahead, and if, seafood is your jam. And kind of coming over to the other side of the bottom level here is the fountain. And this little area here is where you could just get some sweet treats, some ice cream, some shakes, some sundaes. You don't actually have to be at the restaurant in order to do that. So yeah, it's just a nice quick grab and go area. But the theming is cool. It's got this 1950s diner vibe. You got burgers and sandwiches, and they're open daily from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. It's just a nice little family-friendly, fun spot that's fairly affordable. And then finally down the hall here we have Rosa Mexicana, and it's apparently just a really, really good Mexican restaurant. Again, we haven't eaten here, unfortunately, but I've heard that it's actually one of the better or best Mexican restaurants on Disney property. Here they have breakfast open from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. Lunch is usually between 12 and 2, and then dinner is between 5 and 11 p.m. Then as we go down this hallway here, I'm going to pause here for just a second. If you need to pause yourself just to kind of check out the layout of everything, but coming over here to the left, I'm going to go down to the arcade and fitness center and then the pools. Here we are to the Dolphin Arcade. And this was actually surprisingly a very big room. It has been recently renovated, but it's a really nice, colorful space packed with tons of games for kids. As you see, they kind of got this like mini bowling alley, which is fun. And again, there's just a lot of different options. When we were there, I don't know if they do this, but we got like a free like $5 card at check-in, so your mileage may vary on that. It was partly because I think it had just kind of reopened and they wanted people to check it out. Lots of different things that you can play. I think we ended up playing one of the machines where you get a little rubber ducky and stuff, but here's some of the prizes and things that you can win if you actually take the time to try to get a bunch of tickets. But again, it's just a nice space. You know, if you want to spend a little downtime, if you need a break from the parks, let the kids kind of come in here and unwind and just burn off some of that energy. Right next to the arcade, again, you're going to find guest laundry, and it's open 24/7. They obviously have washers and dryers and detergent available here at a cost. Well, and then again, just further on down the hall, we have the Dolphin Health Club. This is their fitness center. And I wanted to take a pause here. You can see that they have a running trail kind of around the resort, and yeah, you can pause that and take a look at the map of the Swan and Dolphin, but kind of gives you an idea of if you did want to, you know, take a run or walk, that's kind of what they recommend as a trail for you. But the fitness center, it's open 24/7, and we've got a lot of nice state-of-the-art machines. They've got free weights, and from what I understand, I think it maybe different times there may even be a fitness class. But again, this is something you're going to want to talk to the front desk or the staff at the concierge desk to just find out some more of the things that they have to offer. But again, just it's a lot bigger than what I was expecting. As you can see, they've got multiple rooms here with different machines, different weights, different things that, you know, as you're working out on your vacation, you can take part in if you so choose. I don't know about you, but I don't usually go on vacation to work out. But really nice space, a lot of great options. coming outside here, let's talk about the pools. And really, this is one of the things about the Swan and Dolphin that's really nice. They have a ton of pools. And when we came out here first, I mean, this is a really, really nice space, but I looked at this pool and I'm like, that's pretty basic. But I mean, it's a pool and it's Florida, so if it's hot and you need to cool down, well, this is a great space for that. But this is not the only pool that they have here. I would say that this is kind of more of the quiet, adult type pool. Off to the right here, you have the Cabana Bar and Beach Club. This is open from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. And we did actually eat here at the pool bar. We ate here on our check-in day, and then I think later we even got another bite because the sandwich that we got, it was like a chicken club sandwich with bacon, and you would think, it's nothing too special, but it was actually amazing. I think they even had some like onion petals on it and just some really good sauce, and it was pretty phenomenal. Again, it was so good that we ended up coming back and getting it again because we just really, really enjoyed it. But as you can see, we've got another pool here on the other side, and then there was even a kid's little mini pool that obviously if you have smaller children, and it's going to be a little bit more convenient for them to be there. And then coming over here, this is actually the main pool, and it is just massive. They also have, I believe, 3 hot tubs around the pool area. When we were there was actually one that was closed off. It wasn't working, or they were having some maintenance on it, but yeah, there was 2 other hot tubs. So even though that one wasn't working, there was 2 other ones that we could use if we wanted. So that was really, really nice. There's another one right there as they come up here on this bridge connecting to the other side of the pool area. But again, just a really well done pool, just really relaxing, really, really nice. As you can see, they've got a waterfall and a slide, and it was just pretty amazing. I was not expecting the pool area to be this nice, and the time that we spent out here was just a lot of fun. The girls, our oldest, really, really loved the slide, but just the pool in general was nice and refreshing as we were out here, just relaxing and having a good time in the pool. And then over here to my left, we do have some cabanas. This is just a quick look at this space here. I believe you do have to purchase these and reserve them in order to use them. But yeah, this pool just is massive. Like I said, it goes on and on. So big. Again, they had 2 sections where they have a bridge that you can use to get over to the other side. But again, it's super nice because it makes it so that even though there's quite a lot of people here today, it did not feel crowded at all. I mean, again, it almost looks like the pool is pretty much empty, but there's a ton of people around the pool deck, and quite a few people actually in the pool. One of the days that we were out here, and I don't remember at what time it was, but they had a DJ up on one of the bridges there and was playing music, and it really was nice and added to the vibe of just pool time. And then this was a really, really cool space. We kind of hung out here to escape from the sun, but just right underneath the waterfall, they have this great spot to sit and spread out, and it just made it kind of nice if you did not want to be out in the heat with the sun beating down on you. Then over here, this is actually where you go to get up on the slide. As you can see there's quite a lot of steps, but so you're going to want to be careful as always when you're going around the pool deck. It can be slippery. And then as you saw, there was the other hot tub there. Yeah, here's just kind of another scan of the pool, and I would just say yet again, we had a great time out here. In fact, we probably didn't get to spend enough time out of the pool. It was a lot of fun, and our girls really enjoyed it. Again, you can check out the hours here, but this is the Cabana Beach Hut. This is actually where we're going to go to get your towels, and then obviously when you're done, you can return your towels here. But apparently it's open from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. This is also where you would go if you wanted to get in one of the Swan paddle boats. That was really a lot of fun, depending on how hot it was, of course. But we went out there with our kids, and they really enjoyed it. Just paddling out there in the Swan and just kind of enjoying the scenery, and it was a really, really good time. So you can do that. That is actually free of charge. You do not have to pay for that if you're staying there as a resort guest, which is really, really nice, because in a lot of places they probably would charge you for that, but that is included in your stay. Well, this is the beach area. As you can see, they have a volleyball net, so you can play volleyball. That's the Dolphin. Beach area is also where they're going to have the Movies Under the Stars, where they have different movie playing various nights throughout the week. And then this is also where they have like the s'mores. And what's nice is at the Swan and Dolphin, they actually give you a little s'more kit. At a lot of the Disney resorts, they just give you the marshmallow, but here you actually get graham cracker and chocolate, but I think you only get one per person within your party. But it still was really nice, and the girls really enjoyed that. And then again, if you wanted to stay and watch the movie, you could. But it was really, really pretty, lit up at night. Really, really nice space out in the evening to just relax and have a good time with the family. Then coming up here, as you can see, we have the playground. This was a nice space that our girls really enjoyed, being able to come and get some of the wiggles out, and yeah, had multiple different slides, and just a pretty nice basic playground here for the kids to have some fun.
Well, that's going to do it for our resort tour here at Disney Swan and Dolphin, checking out the Dolphin side of this resort. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and please stay tuned for more content that's ahead. We get a lot of room tours, some resort tours, some other Disney content that you're not going to want to miss. So if you would like to check that out, please stick around, because we got a lot more coming up.